Good morning, students. Today, let us start a new chapter, Vitamins and Hormones of Unit 4, chapter 4.2. Alright. Now, what are vitamins? Vitamins are naturally occurring organic compounds required in minute amounts. Now, why they are required? They are required for maintenance and normal growth of life. Now, which are the here dietary factors? These are the vitamins are nothing but the essential dietary factors whose absence results in a deficiency diseases. So, any absence of these vitamins will cause what? Diseases. That is also called avitaminosis, and they play important role in energy transformation reactions. They also act as coenzymes in various biochemical reactions. Now, what is the classification of vitamins? Basis of solubility, vitamins are classified into fat soluble and water soluble. On the basis of solubility, there are two types. Which are the two types? Fat soluble vitamins and water soluble vitamins. Now, which are the examples for fat soluble vitamins? Vitamin A, D, E and K. Now, which are the water soluble vitamins? Vitamin B complex and then vitamin C. Vitamin H is placed in a separate group as it is neither water soluble nor fat soluble. So, this is exceptional case which is neither water soluble nor fat soluble. Next slide. Now, first let us see how to synthesize vitamin C. Now, vitamin C is synthesized from D-glucose. Now, what is D-glucose? D-glucose is nothing but C6H12O6. Now, D-glucose is having, this is the structure you can see here. Our glucose is having aldehyde group as the functional group and then secondary alcoholic group, that is CH2OH. So, one aldehyde group and then secondary alcoholic group. Alright. Then the rest are primary alcoholic groups. Which are the primary alcoholic group? CHOH. You can see here CHOH. This is also CHOH, this is CHOH, this is CHOH. So, therefore, how many secondary alcoholic groups? 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. So, there are 4 secondary alcoholic groups, one aldehyde group and one primary alcoholic group is present in glucose. Altogether, there are 6 carbon atoms. Now, D-glucose on a reduction in the presence of palladium, so hydrogen is passed through D-glucose in the presence of what? Palladium as catalyst. Therefore, it is called catalytic reduction. So, reduction is carried out. Reduction is nothing but addition of hydrogen, carried out in the presence of what? Palladium as catalyst. Now, what happens when the reduction is carried out? The aldehyde group gets converted into primary alcoholic group. What is the primary alcoholic group? CH2OH. You can see here CHO group is converted into CH2OH group. Only there is the difference. Rest are same. HOH, third carbon atom OH on the left. That is the essential characteristic feature of glucose. You know that third carbon atom OH on the left, H on the right. And then rest all H on the left and OH on the right. So, CHO group is converted into CH2OH group or primary alcoholic group. Rest all the atoms remain same. Even rest of all the functional groups also remain same. So, this compound is called sorbitol. So, D-glucose is being converted into sorbitol by what? Catalytic reduction. So, reduction in the presence of palladium. Alright. Now, this on oxidation, oxidation is carried out in the presence of Acetobacter suboxydans. So, this is the bacteria or this is the catalyst. So, oxidation is carried out. Now, where is the oxidation taking place? Fifth carbon atom, fifth carbon atom, 2 hydrogen atoms present here at the fifth carbon, one H here, one H here, combines with this oxidation. So, combines with the oxygen, eliminates a molecule of water, eliminates a molecule of water to give what? CO group. So CHOH group is converted into CO group at the fifth carbon atom. This compound is called sorbose, okay, or in other words, sorbitol on oxidation gives what? Sorbose. What is the difference between sorbitol and sorbose? Only at the fifth carbon. Rest all remains same. You can see here, okay. Rest all carbon atoms, hydrogen atoms, OH will remain same, okay. Only difference is at the fifth carbon atom, okay. Next slide. Now, this sorbose on oxidation in the presence of nitric acid, so sorbitol converted into sorbose, okay. Sorbose is converted into or undergoes oxidation to give what? 2-keto-gluconic acid, okay. 2-keto-gluconic acid on oxidation in the presence of nitric acid. Now, what is the difference between sorbose and 2-keto-gluconic acid? 2-keto-gluconic acid contains second carbon atom ketonic group. Okay, why this is called now second carbon atom? Because this is the carboxyl group, right? COOH. So first preference is given to one carboxyl groups. Okay, number 1. Number 2 is to this. Therefore, 2 ketonic group. Okay, so 2-keto-gluconic acid. This acid is called gluconic acid because there is carboxyl group is present. Okay, or in other words, sorbose is converted into what? 2-keto-gluconic acid. Alright. Now this on treating with the chloroform and dilute hydrochloric acid, okay, chloroform and dilute hydrochloric acid. Now one water molecule is eliminated. Now from where water molecule is eliminated, okay. Now fourth carbon atom, this H, okay, this H will come over here, okay, to give what? OH group. So this oxygen becomes negative by the shifting of electrons, so O minus. This bond will break, okay, this bond will break. So this H will become H plus. So H plus and O minus will combine to give OH, okay, and these electrons get shifted over here. Therefore, you get one carbon-carbon double bond. Alright, so this double bond is formed. This becomes C single bond O negative. O negative will combine with this H plus because this bond breaks, okay. So H plus is combining, so that you get OH, okay. So or in other words, CO group is converted into OH group, okay. Then here OH is present, okay, OH is present. This OH will combine with the third carbon atom OH. So you can see here third carbon atom OH is missing. Here there is the OH group, okay. Now this OH group, the last carbon atom OH group both combine, eliminate a molecule of water, okay, eliminate a molecule of water. Therefore, you are left with one oxygen atom. So one oxygen atom OH and H will combine to name water, okay, minus H2O. So one addition oxygen is present, that forms a here bond, okay. Therefore, this carbon, third carbon atom and sixth carbon atom, there is a bond, okay, oxygen link, okay, through oxygen. So this compound is called L-ascorbic acid or vitamin C, okay, L-ascorbic acid or vitamin C. This is in one equilibrium with another form. You can shift this group at above here. You can shift this, okay, the group up here. So CO double bond becomes here COH, COH, okay, and this link is here. This link has been shifted here, okay, shifted here, and this will be same as that of this group, okay. So OH group here, one OH here, one OH this side, one H here, one H here, this side. So you can write any one of the forms. So L-ascorbic is in any one of the forms. You can write any one of the forms, okay. This is the synthesis of one vitamin C. Alright, next slide. Now, how do you synthesize vitamin A1? Vitamin A1 is also called retinol from beta ionol. This is another synthesis of vitamin A1 or retinol from beta ionol. Okay. Now, beta ionol is, okay, this compound. So it has got a benzene ring, hexagonal ring, not exactly benzene, hexagonal ring with the double bond. One double bond is present, not three double bonds. Benzene ring contains three double bonds, okay, but this contains only one double bond. You can see here, this is double bond, alright. And then here two CH3 groups, okay, to this carbon atom, two methyl groups linked, okay. And then CH here, double bond, CH, single bond C, CH3, double bond O, okay. This is beta ionol, okay. Why it is called ionol? There is ketonic group is present. This is ketonic group, therefore ending is ONE, okay. beta position there is linked to hexagon. Okay. So what does it mean here? This means here there is CH2 group. Here there is CH2 group. Okay. Here there is CH2 group. So this is what? Beta ionon. Beta ionon reacts with methyl gamma bromocrotonate. Okay. Now why is this called methyl gamma bromocrotonate? So this is gamma position methyl group. Okay. To this one bromine atom is linked, and this is the derivative of crotonic acid. So beta methyl gamma bromocrotonate. Okay. Now this undergoes a Rayleigh-Forsyth reaction in the presence of zinc and benzene. Okay, zinc and benzene. What is the Rayleigh-Forsyth reaction? Addition of hydrogen takes place. So this OH, this O will combine with the hydrogen to give OH. This double bond will break. This remains as it is. C, double bond breaks. This oxygen will combine with the H to form OH group. And then this is now one positively charged, so it will combine here one hydrogen atom. Since the reduction, two hydrogen atoms add, one hydrogen atom combines with the Br to give minus HBr. So that there is a link between this group and here. Okay, so this will link to here, this carbon CH2, this will remain as it is, CH will remain as it is, CH will remain as it is, CO and then OCH3. Okay. Now this on combining with the oxalic acid, okay, oxalic acid and potassium hydroxide, minus H2O, water molecule is eliminated, and then minus CH3OK. Okay. Now this product, next slide, gives, so CH3 here, this remains as it is, this remains as it is, okay, CO and then CH3 has gone here. Okay. So now this will combine with thionyl chloride and methyl lithium and thionyl chloride. Li, this lithium will combine with OH, this bond will break, so minus LiOH, so that methyl group will link here, so that you get one same compound, additional bond is here, CO, and then OH has gone because minus LiOH has formed, therefore CH3 will come and join here. Okay, CH3. Now this undergoes once again Rayleigh-Forsyth reaction. Zinc and benzene, in the presence of zinc and benzene, combines with this. Okay, ethyl bromo, okay, ethyl acetonate, or this is ester, CH2Br, COO, C2H5. Okay, C2H5, ethyl bromo acetate. This is the compound. Okay, ethyl bromo acetate. So you have what? Zinc and benzene, once again Rayleigh-Forsyth reaction. Next slide. So what happens here during Rayleigh-Forsyth reaction? Addition takes place. This here you will have one oxygen double bond converted into OH group. Okay, and then one you have COO and then C2H5. This addition, once again addition group will take combine here. Okay, and then this will react with the potassium hydroxide. So elimination of C2H5OK will take place. This bond will break. This bond will break. So that, and this will combine with the K. So that C2H5OK. Okay, this bond will break. C2H5OH, and then minus water. Water is eliminated. From where water is eliminated? This OH and this H2. Okay, one H. So that this water is eliminated. So that you get what? Double bond here. So CH3, double bond CH, C is double bond OH, because this bond has broken. Okay. Now this undergoes reduction in the presence of lithium aluminum hydride. Okay, this will provide 4 hydrogen atoms. Okay, elimination of water takes place. All right. Now how is this part will remain same, only there is difference here. CH3, double bond CH remains as it is. This bond will break, double bond will break, so hydrogen will combine, lithium aluminum will provide 4 hydrogen atoms. Okay, 2 will combine here, eliminating a molecule of H2O. You can see here minus H2O. Alright, so that you get what? H only. So OH and then one more H added, because 2 more H are remaining now from lithium aluminum, so that will combine. So that you get CH2OH. Okay, next slide. So this is what? The beta ionon, that is synthesis of vitamin A1 from what? Beta ionon. Okay, beta ionon. So this is what? This vitamin A1. Okay, this is nothing but vitamin A1. So this whole process is called synthesis of vitamin A1 from beta alanine. All right. Now, what are vitamins? Which are the vitamins and which are the sources, and then deficiency, diseases and symptoms. Okay. Name of the vitamin is here: source, deficiency, disease, and then symptoms. Vitamin A, where it is present, vitamin A source, cod liver oil, carrots, and then milk product. Okay. Deficiency disease is night blindness, and symptoms are eyes fail to adjust in dim light. Okay. Then vitamin B, which is the source, milk, egg, germinating seeds, and then fish. Then which is the deficiency disease, beriberi. Okay. And which are the symptoms, loss of appetite, muscular weakness, liver congestion, accumulation of fluids in the body. Okay. Then name of the vitamin is vitamin C. Okay, vitamin C. Now where it is present, vitamin C, you know that citrus fruits, amla, tomatoes, green vegetables, all this contain what? Vitamin C. Okay, and which is the disease? So deficiency disease, scurvy. And which are the symptoms? General weakness, redness and swelling of gums, loosening of teeth, hemorrhage in the skin. Okay, hemorrhage in the skin. Next is name of the vitamin is vitamin D. And which is the source for that? Egg, butter, fish, and then liver oil. Okay. And which is the deficiency disease of vitamin D? Rickets in children and osteomalacia in adults. Okay. So in children rickets disease, and in adults osteomalacia. Then which are the symptoms of vitamin D? Softening and bending of bones, and 4, teeth formation. Okay. Next is vitamin E. It is also called anti-sterility vitamin. And which are the sources of vitamin E? Egg, fish, corn oil, and then cottonseed oil. Okay. And deficiency disease is sterility. And which are the symptoms? Degeneration of sperms in males and death of foetus in females. The next is vitamin K. Okay, vitamin K. And which are the sources for that? Cabbage, green leafy vegetables, and then cereals. And which is the deficiency disease? Hemorrhagic condition. And what are the symptoms? Increased clotting time. Okay, increased clotting times. With this I will stop at this stage. Okay, and please go through all this line. And this synthesis of vitamin C and vitamin, okay, A1, I am going to do it once again when the offline classes starts. Okay, so any clarification, please contact me. All right, thank you.